Gaming, and today we're just gonna be playing some more Shadow and Mordor, and hunting down some more chiefs. Right now, actually, I'm trying to this dude right here. I'm gonna try and just dominate all his foes right here. Yep. All right, just wonk the crippler. Not sure. Oh, all right. So in school today, there's this. I feel like a dick by saying this, but there's this little Mexican kid, and I like he's got this full beard and full stat. Like he looks like he's like 40. And I went up and tried to have a conversation with him, and he's like walking around and he starts like cooing like a bird. I was like, the hell? And I was like, the hell's wrong with you? You good, bro? And he's like, he's still cooing. And then one of the teachers walks by, and she looks at me, and she goes, grabs his hand and walks away, and I was so confused. And I found out he's special needs. So I felt like an asshole when I was talking to him, because like I was like, the hell's wrong with you? You good, homie? And I was like, bro, you high? And he goes, he just wasn't doing anything. He was just cooing like a bird. I was like, oh, alrighty then. It was very interesting conversation. It kind of reminds me of like back in 8th grade. There was this one kid that he was Down syndrome, and his name was Ryan. And I'm not an asshole, so I don't make fun of the special needs kids, but he used to go in the bathroom like every day at lunch. And me being my little like asshole self was like, hey, let's follow him and see where he goes. So I took up my friends and I like followed him into the bathroom. Turns out, not only was he in the bathroom, he like gets all fully naked and like shakes his dingling around. And I was like, what the fuck? What the hell are you doing? And like he was like, I walked in, right, and he's like shaking his dingling. He looks at me, and he smiles, and he just runs up on me and there's like thrust forward. And I was like, what the hell? And he starts like screaming because he doesn't have like I can't say this is kind of mean, but it's like he like doesn't have a thinking. Okay, how do I say this? Like he's down, so he's like special needs, and so you can't have a normal conversation with him. So I'm like telling him to stop, and he's just like, so yeah, goes yeah, and then this other special need kid walks in. His name is Garrett. This kid was like he's autistic, but he didn't like look different or anything. And I was like, and he goes, Ryan, stop, Ryan, and he goes, and he corners this Garrett kid in the bathroom in one of the stalls, and he shuts the door. I'm like, wait, what the heck's going on here? And so he like I hear a bunch of Ryan, no, Ryan, no, and then like he's like this kid like maniacally laughing like he's like this crazy person, and he's like no, Ryan, no, and then the next thing I know, this kid opens up the door and freaking like he's like trying to take off Garrett's shirt. Like this Down syndrome kid was raping another autistic kid, and we were all like, me being my 8th grade self, laughing my ass off. And yeah, the joke was on me. Like literally, like a second later, he looks at me and he goes, hey, and he starts running after me, and he like pushes me back, and I fall into a trash can, and he spits, he like hawks up a loogie and yaks it onto my shirt. And I looked at him, and he looks at me, and he's like really quiet, and then he just starts laughing his ass off. He goes, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I just looked at him, and I was like, I go, what the hell did you just do? And he like gets a frown, and he runs out of the bathroom. And then all of us like went and told the recess lady or whatever, and she like every day from then on he wasn't allowed in that bathroom. It was really quite an interesting year for me. It was the same year that we used to play this trick on we had this like ongoing joke with this recess lady that works there, and she now works at my high school, and we're like, like really good friends. Her name's Deb, and we used to like mess with her and do, we were idiots. We'd like make up stupid things. Like we think there's this tree or this bush or whatever next to the lunchroom, and we'd go outside and we'd like all get on our knees and bow down and we say, "All hail the magic bush! All hail the magic bush!" And she would come over and tell us to all go back inside. We do this like every day, or we'd mess with her or something. And one day, I took my friend's water bottle out of his backpack. I took my friend's water bottle out of his backpack, and he starts chasing me. And then my other friend starts chasing me, and he goes, and then I didn't even realize I was doing anything, and I ran around the recess lady, and I was like, and like the dean of students walks out, and he goes, you, and you, ISS now, which is in school suspension. And I was like, the hell did I do? And he goes, you know what you did. I was like, I really don't know what I did. Can you tell me what I did? He goes, I don't want to hear that sass. And I was like, okay. So we march our ass down to the ISS room, and we sit in there, and I kid you not, we sit in there for like 2 hours. And like right when we're towards the end of school, the principal comes in and he goes, "What are we literally told the ISS lady, because she was pretty chill. I'd been in there quite a bit, and she told the ISS lady we didn't know like what the hell we did, and so she honestly believed us, and so the principal walks in, and she was like, do you know what these kids did? And he whispers into her ear, and she's like, oh, that's what they did. And I was like, what did we do? And he was like, you know what you did. I was like, sir, with all due respect, I have no damn clue what I have done. Can you please enlighten me? And he got so pissed, he goes, I want you to go down to Mr. Strawn's office, which was the dean of students. And so we end up going to Mr. Strawn's office. We have to wait another half hour, and by the time we make it there, he like literally walks in. He goes, "Okay, you know why you're in trouble." I was like, "No, I don't. No one has told me why I'm in trouble." He goes, "I don't want you messing with the recess duties." I was like, "What? How in the hell did I mess with the recess duties?" And he was like, "Well, by running around them and causing trouble, it makes the recess duties mad, and it's hard for them to do their job." I was like, all I did was run around the lunch area, whatever, the outside. I was like, I didn't do anything wrong. And he goes, you know what you did. I don't want to hear that sass from you. And I was like, oh my god. And at that point in time, I was just done waiting around for hours at a time, so I just agreed. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And he goes, oh, okay. And I was like, am I gonna get in trouble? He goes, no, you guys can go back to class. And I was like, boy, you just wasted my time for 2.5 hours so you can tell me not to do it again. Are you joking? And like, for the past